In this sketch, I'm going to show you how to make fabulous greens that everyone in your family, including children, are going to enjoy.
Oh my God.
It's like a miracle.
The simple technique that I'm going to show you will work with any type of sauce that you want to make. We're going to wilt the greens. We're going to remove them from the pan, reduce all the liquids, and then return the greens to the pan so that they cook only as much as necessary. That will keep their flavor and their texture intact, and your greens will turn out fabulous. I had planned to do creamed spinach as a demonstration. I thought that would be very nice, but I searched everywhere about in the District of Columbia. I couldn't come up with a single decent bunch of spinach. All of it was bad. So I came up with something a little bit different, some white chard, which looks quite good. I'm going to show you how to prep it. First up, you want to get this stem out of there and take it all the way up. Here we go again, very simple. Just alongside that heavy stem. Spinach doesn't have such a heavy stem in it, and you can pull them out by hand. And where it naturally breaks off in the leaf as it runs up the back of the leaf, that's fine. That's where it's tender, so the rest of it can stay. This has to come out. So here you have some good-looking greens. This is what you should be looking for. These have some texture. They've got some crispness to them. None of that limp rubbish. This will be fine. It's not spinach, but it's great. If you were going to apply this technique to other greens, I would stay away from heavy-duty ones like mustard greens, kale, collard greens. They're better treated another way, and we'll get into that in another cooking sketch. You want lighter, more delicate greens for this type of recipe. You just want to rough chop it now. And the reason is we're going to be straining it later, and we don't want little tiny bits that will clog the strainer. So just a rough chop like this is all you need, and you're ready to go. You start with a large pan and about a tablespoon of unsalted whole butter. And then add a small amount, about a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of finely minced shallot. Now put a little salt on the shallots to help draw out the liquid so that they'll sweat properly. Stir it around, don't brown the shallots. Now, put in your greens. You've got an awful lot here, but it's going to shrink down to about an eighth, maybe less, of what we've got. Load them in there. And add a good splash of vermouth. And you don't want these to scorch, so give it a toss every now and then. But essentially, you're going to steam these until they are just barely wilted. All right, this has been steaming for about 2.5 minutes. Let's take a look. I think it should be ready. And sure enough, it is. It's just barely wilted, and that's what we're looking for. Now, here's the trick. It's an important one. Gather it all up into a strainer and press the liquid out of the leaves back into the pan. We don't want to lose the flavor. We don't want to discard that liquid. We want to reduce it instead. That will really make this a lot better. Use the back of your tongs, use the back of a spoon, whatever you've got handy, and press the liquid out just like this. Right into the pan. You can see we haven't got much left here. But we do have an awful lot of liquid, and we need to reduce that. If we were to leave these greens in the pan while we're reducing the liquid, they would be ruined, they would be destroyed, they'd be so overcooked, nobody would be able to eat them. That's how you get that metallic tasting slimy greens that everybody hates. This is the way to avoid it. Set that aside, and now think about what kind of sauce you want to make. Yeah, I'm going for the real calories here. I'm going to make a cream sauce. I like a combination of heavy cream, for a little added zest, an equal amount of crème fraîche. Whisk that together until you've got a smooth sauce. It takes a moment. The cream and crème fraîche don't mix together immediately. Let that go over a high temperature, uncovered, until it becomes a nice, creamy, rich sauce. There are other sauces that you could make. You could use chicken stock and a little white wine or dry vermouth. You could use soy sauce and butter. You could use a little oyster sauce and maybe a little white wine or something like that. So you can definitely go low calorie with it. Today we're going for the calories, and mighty good calories they are. Now the sauce is thickening up nicely. You want to make it a little thicker than you think it should be, because when we return the vegetables, they're going to release a little bit of liquid and they're going to thin it slightly. So while this might look surprisingly thick, it's just about right. Tip in the greens. They need to be reheated. I haven't chopped them. They didn't really need it. If they're very large, you could chop them up. Coat them well with the sauce. All right, I think that's fine. Into the plate. Now, I don't think there's a whole lot you could add to this that would make it taste any better. A couple of things. Certainly, cream and lemon go beautifully together. A little bit of lemon is very nice in this. Place them around. They have a nice color contrast. And you might want to try a squeeze on there. Just a bit, not too much. Next, a pinch of salt. And certainly a little freshly ground black pepper. All right, let's see what we've accomplished here. The lemon is wonderful. The chard has all of its fresh flavor, and it still has a delicate crunch. It has a great texture, a terrific flavor. Wilt it, get it out of the pan, reduce whatever liquid you've got from the vegetable along with whatever you're going to make your sauce with, and then return the vegetable to the pan for a final dressing of the sauce. It works great. I don't know why more cooks don't do it. Cheers.